Imagine this. It's the 20th of the month, your rent is due, and your next paycheck isn't until next week. You're not alone. Millions of people face the struggle of aligning their bills with their paychecks, especially those paid weekly or bi-weekly. Traditional monthly budgets often fail to account for these different pay frequencies, leading to stress, overspending, and a feeling of being financially overwhelmed. We need a budgeting system that works our paychecks, not against them. Let's explore how to make your money work for you, no matter when payday arrives. Traditional monthly budgets operate on a simple premise. Allocate your expected monthly income across various expense categories. While this sounds good in theory, it falls short for many people. Life doesn't always fit neatly into a 30-day cycle. Unexpected expenses pop up, paychecks can be delayed, and the temptation to overspend in the early days after payday is real. The rigid structure of a monthly budget can leave you feeling trapped and discouraged, especially when you're paid more frequently than once a month. It's time to ditch the one-size-fits-all approach and embrace a budgeting method that reflects your unique financial rhythm. The key to successful budgeting is aligning your spending plan with your actual cash flow. Forget trying to squeeze your finances into a predetermined mold. Instead, let your pay frequency dictate your budget cycle. Whether you're paid weekly, bi-weekly, or on a different schedule, the first step is to pay yourself first. This means setting aside money for savings and debt repayment as soon as you receive your paycheck. By prioritizing these financial goals from the outset, you ensure that you're consistently building a more secure future. Forget complex spreadsheets and rigid categories. Embrace the simplicity and flexibility of a paycheck plan. Start by listing all your essential expenses: housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, and debt payments. Then, allocate funds from each paycheck to cover these essentials. The remaining amount becomes your discretionary spending allowance for the pay period. This approach allows you to adjust your spending based on your actual income and expenses, rather than relying on estimates or wishful thinking. It's about working your cash flow, not against it. Section 5. Needs, Wants, and Wishes. Prioritizing your spending for maximum impact. Once you've covered your essential expenses and set aside funds for savings and debt repayment, it's time to allocate your remaining income. This is where the concept of needs, wants, and wishes comes into play. Needs are non-negotiable expenses essential for your well-being, such as housing, food, and healthcare. Wants are things that enhance your life but aren't strictly necessary, like dining out or entertainment. Wishes are aspirational purchases or experiences, such as a vacation or a new car. By consciously categorizing your spending, you can make informed decisions about where your money is going and prioritize what truly matters to you. Section 6. Mastering the art of irregular income budgeting. When your paycheck is unpredictable, for freelancers, entrepreneurs, and anyone with irregular income, budgeting can feel like trying to hit a moving target. However, the principles of paycheck planning still apply. Start by calculating your average income over the past few months to establish a baseline. Then, create a budget based on your lowest expected income month. This provides a safety net for leaner times. When you have higher earning months, use the surplus to bolster your savings, pay down debt more aggressively, or indulge in a well-deserved reward. Remember, flexibility and adaptability are key to successful budgeting with inconsistent income. Section 7. The Latte Factor. Taming the spending leaks that drain your wallet. Small, frequent expenses, often dubbed latte factors, can seem insignificant in isolation, but they can add up to a substantial drain on your finances over time. That daily coffee run, those impulse online purchases, or those subscription services you barely use can silently erode your hard-earned money. The key to taming these spending leaks is awareness. Track your spending for a week or two, paying close attention to those small recurring expenses. You might be surprised by how much they add up. Once you've identified your spending patterns, you can start making conscious choices about where to cut back and redirect those funds towards your financial goals. Section 8. Tracking and taming your cash flow. Simple tools and rules for financial success. Tracking your spending doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Numerous budgeting apps and online tools can help you monitor your cash flow effortlessly. Alternatively, a simple notebook and pen can be just as effective. The key is to find a method that works for you and stick with it. Establish clear spending rules to guide your financial decisions. For instance, implement a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases. If you still want it after a day, consider buying it. This helps to curb impulse buys and promotes mindful spending habits. Section 9. Budgeting for Freedom: How Financial Control Unleashes Your True Potential. Budgeting is often perceived as restrictive, but in reality, it's the key to unlocking financial freedom and achieving your goals. By taking control of your finances, you gain the power to make choices that align with your values and aspirations. Imagine the peace of mind that comes with knowing you can handle unexpected expenses, the joy of pursuing your passions without financial constraints, and the security of knowing you're building a brighter future for yourself and your loved ones. Budgeting is not about deprivation. It's about empowerment. It's about aligning your spending with your values and creating a life you love, one paycheck at a time. If this helped you think about your money in a new way, go ahead and hit subscribe, because there's a lot more real-world budgeting advice coming. And if you've ever felt like your paycheck schedule made budgeting harder than it should be, drop a comment and share your story. Whether you're working in the trades, freelancing, or just figuring it out, your experience matters here. Thanks for watching. You've got this, and we're building better together.